For today's creature feature, we come to Universal Studios, Florida at Universal Orlando Resort. In just 4 months, a little over 4 months, Halloween Horror Nights 34 HHN 2025 will be happening. How is it already just 4 months away? Wow, the rumors are flying, speculations. I think I know what's coming here as far as IP to HHN 34 this fall. I am so stoked. If this is legit, this is gonna be awesome. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. Haunts on, my friends. Do you love haunted houses like I do? Oh, you do? Well, you're in the right place. And if you don't touch that dial. We got more to talk about than just haunted houses. We're talking about HHN 34. That is the main subject matter today. Each year I go out and I do a ton of haunted houses. Last year I did almost 50 attractions. Each year we keep stepping it up, and this year I've got a haunt season for you guys. Look forward to seeing you there. Much ahead, as someone says. HHN 34 coming, excited. Nothing confirmed quite yet, but there are rumors flying. I believe there are a few IPs that we will see for sure this year. I'm going to talk about that today. Also, I'm going to talk about Saturday Night Live. Who's a Saturday Night Live fan? I was out here on Sunday and I saw some Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary merchandise, and I want to get that in the video later. The biggest rumor right now, the one that I am most excited about as far as a haunted house for HHN 34, the last several years there's been a movie out there and it is gigantic. It is one of the most watched independent films, not just of horror, but horror of all time, and horror. We're talking about Terrifier Art The Clown. It is said that there may be a Terrifier haunted house here at HHN 34. I'm so stoked for that. We're gonna talk more about that, but we're gonna get inside the park and talk about everything. There's much ahead. Let's get in there. And approaching the archway, about a year ago, actually almost a year ago, I was out here doing the same thing. Rumors were flying about the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire haunted house, and I said I think it's coming, and I put it out there just like I'm doing today. It may not happen, but it could, and last year it came true. We got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and I really enjoyed walking through that haunted house, filming it, putting it out there, enjoying it several times at HHN 34 or 33. This is 34. And here are the colossal gates. I remember walking through these colossal gates for the first time back in December 1993. It was my first visit. And right through the main gate, we got a couple of construction walls right here down the main thoroughfare. First stop, Beverly Hills. I wanted to come over here to Beverly and go inside the Crest building. Typically, when they drop the first HHN merch every year, it's inside the old Crest. Let's see if it's there. Okay, no sign. There's usually a sign right here on the sidewalk making note to come inside and check out the HHN merch. But nope, not here at the 5 and Dime. However, in the window, there is Creature from the Black Lagoon. Look at this. Yeah, so I'm just speculating IPs today, but Universal does have a Universal Monsters haunt every year. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. You heard it here, I might be wrong. There's gonna be a Creature from the Black Lagoon house as far as Universal Monsters this year. Maybe for Hollywood, but definitely for Orlando. I'm calling it right now because I was here on Sunday, I see the Creature merch everywhere. With Epic Universe popping up, we're gonna see some more Creature over there as well. There's a cool painting of the Creature there in the window. You can kind of see it with the glare. There you go. He's a Florida boy, that's for sure. They filmed parts of the movie right here in Florida. So no HHN merch in here yet, but we have plenty of Creature. This is a Creature to feature. It's funny because Chris and I were in here on Sunday, and Chris specifically bought, this has been a great tool in our household, the Creature from the Black Lagoon back scratcher. This little claw here for $18.99. It's been amazing. One of the greatest things my fiance's ever bought. I've really enjoyed it. I think the whole family has. Even Bella. A little scratch on the back. And there it is, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Will you have a house this year at HHN 34? Tampa Jay's saying yes, but he might be wrong. He might be wrong, but He said yes, so if it happens, just remember, I said it. And the Monster and the Bride. Of course, we could see them inside of the Universal Monsters Haunt. We could. Also, take note that this chair looks a lot like the one that used to sit in front of the former Monster Cafe. But it is not, because I remember sitting in that same chair at the Lakeland Antique Mall moments after they closed that down. I think this is a recreation. I think it's a different one. Unless they bought it back from the Lakeland Antique Mall. Although I would love to see a Child's Play haunted house back at HHN this year. I think Chucky has ran his course for quite some time. Don't take that offensively, Chuckster. I think you'll be back in the future. You're popular. And another reason why I'm thinking that Creature of the Black Lagoon might be a thing at HHN is because the last tribute store, which was right over here, closed down, had a very cryptid theme. And there was a swamp monster, and there was a creature in there. The creature from the Black Lagoon. And historically, there's always been clues inside the tribute stores for HHN. So that's why I'm going out on the limb. Check this out. John Ritter. Miss you, man. Universal Orlando's Horror Makeup Show. What a freaking classic, man. If this ever closes, I will cry. One of the last remaining opening day attraction / shows. This is an ET. Love this show. All right, folks. So I'm going to walk over here into Central Park Construction Wall. Look at that. It's a little quieter over here. We're going to talk about what's coming to HHN 34 as far as these IPs. Speculation time. Oh yes, look at this. Look at the view. This is much quieter. Let's talk about the rumors of houses coming to HHN 34. Speculation. So, I've heard rumors of there being a Fallout house coming to HHN 34. Now, when I say rumors, this is all over the internet. People are talking on Twitter, Facebook, all sorts of social media. There's videos out there. Also, I've heard from friends, and they're gathering that info from the internet as well. So there's like vibes coming, and this vibe, just like Ghostbusters did for me last year when we predicted that Frozen Empire would happen, just like that, this has come to a head, and it is bursting right now on screen, right here at Universal Studios Florida. I couldn't wait to come over here and talk about the 4 IPs that we are expecting to come to HHN 34. So, among those 4, are you ready? I'm just gonna blurt them out. Fallout, the video game. The Last of Us, the video game. Part 2. I think they just had Part 2, the video game, come out. I don't play it. Also, there is a HBO series. So that is a strong rumor. A couple years back, they had The Last of Us house here and out in Hollywood. I walked through them both. Not seeing the show, not playing the game. I thought they were fantastic. I love a good apocalyptic horror stuff, so that was really cool. All right, number 3, and I've already kind of mentioned it, Terrifier Art the Clown. I have really enjoyed those movies, guys. Now, if you've seen those movies, you know how gory they are. What will HHN be able to get away with? I say get away with because, yeah, it is a non-rated horror film. So this is an adult kind of event. So will they water it down, as they say, or will Art the Clown be Art the Clown inside of the HHN 34? I'm just claiming it right here. It's going to happen. Speculated. If you heard it, it came from here. Speculated that Terrifier HHN 33 Terrifier 34, there will be a Terrifier haunted house here at Halloween Horror Nights this fall. I'm calling it right here. Now, will it be Terrifier, Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3? Will there be Christmas in there? I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit of all 3. All 3. Shout out to my good friend Rick, Selfie Guy from Terrifier 2. I hope we see a Selfie Guy inside HHN. That would be awesome. Shout out the Selfie Guy. Maybe we should text him. Anywho, okay, so the 4th and last major vibe going on out here as far as HHN Haunted House. And I really think this one and Terrifier will be a thing. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it. It's coming. They've been throwing Freddy, 5 Nights of Freddy's down our throat here at HHN for the last couple years. Here in Orlando and out in Hollywood. Who remembers they had a 5 Night of Freddy's display at HHN Hollywood last year. I got to see that. And also they had one over at the Coconut Club here at City Walk. And I think this year it really came together, and I think what everyone else is saying out there in the interweb, again, speculated, I think that's gonna happen. So 5 Nights at Freddy's, 5 Nights at Freddy's, I don't play the game, Fallout, Terrifier, and also The Last of Us. Now, out of those 4, I think for sure we're gonna see a Terrifier and 5 Nights at Freddy's, for sure. I'm going out. That's it. And I'm really stoked for that. I'm a huge fan of the Terrifier series. I've met all the cast members. I just love that. I think horror is coming back. It is the most watched independent horror film of all time. It killed it at the box office, smashed records. I am so happy for independent horror. I think it's great. I think this is a great opportunity. Halloween and horror is coming back. That's always been my thing since I was a kid. So this is like a kid in a candy store moment, coming all the way over here, bringing up Terrifier, claiming that it's gonna be here. I really hope so, guys. That is gonna be amazing, just to walk through that house and see what it's gonna be like. And hopefully I'll be invited back out for the media night and I can film it just like I filmed here last year, walk through, and you guys can come and live vicariously through me, so we can see all this transform like last year as I did Ghostbusters. Came out here and said, hey, I think there's a Ghostbusters Afterlife house coming, rumors are flying, and lo and behold, it happened. It came true. So that was the whole motivation behind this fascination, and thank you. If you're a HHN fan, also they did, I hope this comes back this year, they did the first ever preview night. It was $350. We came out the day before HHN opened, and it was $350 a ticket, and we basically had the whole park to ourselves. I've heard so many people, I've had so many people ask me, are they gonna do that again? We do not know. We do not know, but I hope they do, because it is some of the best fun I've had here at Universal Studios. So basically you pay $350, you get all the houses a day before the park opens. There's free food, there's free parking, and there's no lines. You walk right into the houses. I estimated you could walk through all of the houses 2 to 3 times if you're really booking it. And plus, you can't beat free food. All you have to pay for is the alcohol, really. So, yeah, Terrifier fans, Fallout fans, The Last of Us, and 5 Nights at Freddy's, you may get your wish, and you may be out here enjoying it. I hope you do. I really hope this all happens. And of course, there's gonna be 10 houses. There's gonna be a lot of original houses. I'm not so sure on the rumors of what the original houses will be. Some of my favorites from last year was Mr. Sweets, that was great. Slaughter Cinema too. The Trolls house, those were some of my favorite. Also, what is it? Oh, the monsters from South America, Monstros. Some of my faves. I love the original haunt ideas. I go to a lot of haunts, so that right there is my all-time favorite. But when I can walk through my favorite horror movies, that's amazing. You can only do that at Universal Studios. Well, you can do it other places, but that is what they're known for. One of my all-time favorite houses out here has been the Texas Chainsaw Massacre haunt, the Walking Dead, you know, some of my favorites. So it's really cool to think that we're gonna get that with Terrifier. That is gonna be amazing. So I look forward to seeing you guys out here at HHN 34, walking through the Terrifier house, seeing your reactions. And please, if you don't think I'm right, if you think I'm totally off, please comment below, correct me. That's what that comment section down there is for. We can discuss. Maybe you know something I don't know, so put that down there. I may be totally wrong. There might be a couple other surprises that are being talked about out there right now, but I feel that those 4 IP houses are the ones that we're leaning towards. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go check out this Saturday Night Live merch, and yeah, live from Central Park. We're going to Saturday Night Live. Actually, we're going to Jimmy Fallon. That's where it's at. Hey, Doc.
They were singing to me.
They were singing to you.
I don't know what they were singing, but they were singing something.
Was it good? It sounded good.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. That's our future.
That's our future.
Exactly.
I'll see you there.
You bet. Bye.
All right, running into Doc Brown made me think of something. So, several months ago I was out here and I speculated, and it's true now, that the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket will be closing. And a little update, they have confirmed that it will be closing in September. On Sunday, I was actually out here and I rode Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, and I was reminded of why it's closing. Wow, that's a rough ride. So they're gonna close it, they're gonna bring back a new coaster, they're gonna build it back with a new IP, and in that video I speculated, strong still rumor, that it's gonna be a Ghostbusters roller coaster. Now running into Doc made me think about it later. It could also be this roller coaster, this new roller coaster replacing Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, could be a Back to the Future coaster. So I really hope it's a Ghostbusters roller coaster, Ghostbusters being my all-time favorite movie, but also rumored it could be a Despicable Me coaster because we are right here at Minions Land, and also because of the track, it being blue, pictures have leaked of the track that's already been created. It being blue, it could be a Back to the Future, and also, maybe, I doubt it, a lot of folks are thinking because they are building a Fast and Furious coaster out in Hollywood, this could be a Fast and Furious coaster as well. That is my least favorite. I hope it's not. So yeah, I rode this on Sunday. I'm a taller guy. They are doing no maintenance on this coaster. It's fading if you get really close to it, and it's just a really rough ride. So I'm gonna miss it. I love Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. I've been riding it since it debuted, but man, that's a rough ride. And I hope whatever they build and replace, no matter what the IP is, I think it's gonna be a lot smoother. And I think that's Universal's goal. This has a history of being a rough roller coaster. Hollywood Rough Rip Ride Rocket. Yeah, going away. So I wanted to bring that back up. It is confirmed that it is going away in September. So come and ride it. We've got a little bit of time. All right, folks, so we come to the streets of New York to find the Saturday Night Live. Of course, you gotta come to New York. They have the 50th anniversary merchandise in the Tonight Shop here at Jimmy Fallon. Of course it's there. It's just like 30 Rock. And this looks like 30 Rock in New York City. In 30 Rock in New York City, which I've been to, there is an NBC store and a Saturday Night Live store, just as we're seeing right now at Universal Studios Florida. We're gonna go check out all the Saturday Night Live stuff. I'm a huge fan of that show. I've been watching it since I was a kid. I recently watched the 50th anniversary stuff. I remember the 25th anniversary stuff when that came out. Yeah, that was 25 years ago. That's crazy. All right, so right through the door, here we go. Live from New York, it's Saturday Night Live. Check this out. Cool mural here with some familiar, classic, iconic characters from Saturday Night Live. I just recently watched the Saturday Night movie about the first episode. That was really good. Oh man, look at this. More cowbell. Yeah, that's right. Oh, here you go, Spartan Spirit. Oh, these are some of my favorites. Hans and Franz. I want to bump you up. Oh, one of my favorite. Tracy Morgan as Brian Fellows. Hello, I'm Brian Fellows. And the list goes on. Stefan. Oh man, this is cool. Gilda Radner. Just classic. And check this out. In the middle of the store, are those the screen use David S. Pumpkins costumes, Tom Hanks? What? Whoa. All right, I'm making my way over there. Saturday Night Live Spirit jersey. Some familiar faces right there. I just need some more cowbell. Now, there's nothing indicating that these are the screen used outfits from the famous sketch. I'm David S. Pumpkins, y'all. But these could be the outfits that they wore at HHN 34, because also here and in out Hollywood, they had these guys walking around. So I'm just gonna go out and say these aren't the actual ones from the show, but very dang cool that they have outfits here in the SNL 50 merchandise store. All right, this is cool. We got Spartan Spirit and we got more cowbell. And check this out. Gotta have more cowbell. All right, I wanna buy this and take it to a Rays game. That's amazing. 20 bucks. Maybe I should get that. That's the same mural we saw on the wall. It's on a keychain. Oh, actually, that's an ornament. There it is on a keychain. And here it is on a magnet. Also, got a little sign, and you can get it on a hoodie. The classic Saturday Night Live logo with the 50 in the middle, that's really cool. You've also got this blanket with this design on it. A lot of iconic, famous characters there. I see Jake and Elwood, the Blues Brothers. Hey, the Blues Brothers are still here at Universal. That's a cool tie-in. SNL 50 hats, keychains, pins. I'll probably grab a pin. Yeah, I have a pin collection. I don't remember seeing these on Sunday. That's how I knew about it. I was here with Chris the Girl on Sunday. Oh my gosh. Da Bears. Check out this Roosevelt's Da Bears. Oh, I love that skit. That's amazing. Oh, so cool. Oh no, this is my favorite. I live in a van down by the river. Chris Farley, one of my all-time favorites. This is one of the best skits of all time. I really like Chris Farley in this skit, and also the Chippendale skit with Patrick Swayze. I think that might be two of my all-time favorites. Really miss this guy. So cool. These are going for, how much are these going for? They're 75 bucks. Really cool. Here's also a Roosevelt's version of more cowbell. All the characters here. And I was just mentioning the Blues Brothers. Jake and Elwood, Roosevelt's shirt. That's amazing. I don't know which one I would pick. To be honest, it'd probably be this one. I live in a van down by the river on government cheese. I need a lot of cheese to buy that shirt. We've got Spartan Spirit. Yes, we do. Okay, this is one of my dad's all-time favorite. I remember watching Saturday Night Live with my dad, and we just cracking up. We would have a slumber party in my parents' bedroom on Saturday nights. Me and my brother throw the sleeping bags in the floor, and it would come on. Sherry O'Terry, Will Ferrell, of course. I didn't realize it was Eastlake High School. Eastlake High School. That's a high school in the Tampa Bay area. On the back of this shirt, it says Eastlake Spartans chess team 91, 92, 93, and 95. That's amazing. We got Spartan Spirit. Yes, we do. And we got Weekend Update still going. Tina Fey. Yeah, remember that? Jimmy Fallon. That was a good era. Of course, you got to have Jimmy Fallon on this shirt. Where are we right now? I want to pump you up. Okay, they were obviously doing their best Arnold Schwarzenegger in that skit, and I think that's what made it so funny. All right, who remembers this? And who remembers the movie? They had a spin-off movie. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. I didn't remember that verbatim. It's written right here. That's awesome. Superstar. Yeah, Mary Catherine Gallagher. I want to say Molly Shannon is one of the most funniest people I've ever seen, ever. She is so funny. I'm a big fan of Molly Shannon. Superstar. I don't know if they have any Mary Catherine Gallagher stuff here, but they might. All right, guys, I spoke way too soon. Check this out. Mary Catherine Gallagher pop. That is amazing. And they also have more Saturday Night Live characters as well. We've got Stuart here. We've got Gilly. We've got Nick the Lounge Singer. Who else do we got? I think this is all I see here. Oh, hold on. Herb Welch. Who remembers that skit? Herb Welch. All right, speaking of spin-off movies from Saturday Night Live, The Ladies' Man. Hello, my name's Leon Phelps. I'm the Ladies' Man. Can I buy you a fish sandwich? That's probably my favorite line. The love line with all the right responses to your romantic queries. Tim Meadows, man, I love me some Tim Meadows. Another hilarious person right there. Live from New York, it's Saturday night, and I will say, I have been to 30 Rock. I have been to NBC Studios in New York. The floor, everything in here. I always say this every time I go to Jimmy Fallon Race to New York. It looks like the real building, the real thing. Really cool how they did that. The front of the cowbell shirt says, more cowbell. And that's pretty much it. I've shown you all the highlights here, so you can see what's going on here. Once you come down the stairs off the attraction, all the stuff is set out here neatly, all in this corner. SNL. What a great show. Think about SNL in another 50 years. I really do believe if it lasted 50 years, it'll last 50 more. Yeah. All right, one of my favorites, Debbie Downer. Those are some of the funniest skits. All right, I'm about to check out, get this pin. I didn't show Stefan over here. This place is everything. Although they're not appearing live right now, the Blues Brothers originally began on Saturday Night Live. Elwood, played by Dan Aykroyd. Jake, played by John Belushi. Of course, to the Blues Brothers fans, I'm just preaching to the choir. It's always great seeing this show here. This is one of the last remaining shows, original shows. I remember back in '93 seeing the show for the first time. It has not changed, by the way. We were just watching it out here on Sunday. I remember my mom getting called up on the steps. She was always picked in the show. There's always a participant, or used to be. I think they still do that. They don't go up on the steps anymore. All quiet on the streets of New York, even though these Blues Brothers are from Chicago. They've come all the way to New York for the show. All right, folks, so I have put out some speculation, some rumors about HHN 34. I just want to say again, these are speculations. They may or may not happen, but I really think we are going to see Terrifier Fallout and Five Nights at Freddy's. I really think we're going to see those. So if I'm wrong, you'll remember this video, and if I'm right, you'll remember this video. So thank you so much for speculating with me again. Chime in below at the comments. What are you thinking? Maybe you have some inside information we don't know. So there you go. Comment below. Let me know. I'm dying to know. I really hope I'm going to walk through a Terrifier Art the Clown haunted house this year. I really think I am. I'm stoked. Can't wait to do it. So, all right. I came all the way over here from the Tampa Bay area to talk about HHN and to have a little fun at my all-time favorite theme park. And thank you for joining me vicariously. Thank you for being here, guys. Wouldn't be the same without you. There is so much ahead as far as haunted houses right here on this channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe below and come on back, because haunt will be on, my friends. There is so much to see, not just here at HHN, but at some of the best and scariest haunted houses across America. We're doing it again, my friends. Haunt season 2025. It's coming. But first, we'll go to HHN. It's always one of the first. See you there. Beware. Here we come. Art the Clown's coming. I'm calling it. So popping into the film vault at the very end here, I really like this jean jacket. I don't have a lot of jean jackets. I see a lot of jean jackets at Universal Studios, but I like this one because it's my all-time favorite movie. They typically have Ghostbuster stuff in here, and I see some new stuff, like this long sleeve hoodie, or hoodie. I think all hoodies are long sleeve. Oh, although there could be a short sleeve hoodie. I like this one with the Ecto. Very cool. This is really neat. It's Doc and Marty from Back to the Future 3 wearing the Western gear. Check it out. It's Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. Here at the very, very end, missed opportunity. I always forget to bring this up. Universal, why haven't we seen a Jurassic Park, Jurassic World haunted house? You could make it happen. You could make it happen. Never noticed this baseball bat in here. Louisville Slugger, also baseballs, old football helmet. That's really neat. This is the window of the film vault. Did I say, know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead. Did I say that? Well, I just did. I always say that. Almost forgot. Shark Tours, Amity Island, another possibility for a HHN haunt. Come on, Universal, give it to us. How about a Jaws haunted house? That would be amazing.